Okay, so this is gonna be the beginner guide of how to complete or try to complete the game on Elite Hardcore difficulty. So, as you guys can tell, Hardcore, one death equals permadeath. There's no coming back from that. So, this is for the Berserker class. I'm not sure about the other classes, even though I have them all maxed out. This is the first time I'm going for the hardcore completion. So the first thing that I want to talk about is make sure you have a claw weapon or an axe with very fast attack speed. And then you're going to want to look for a shield. It could be any shield. Because if you look at it, the normal ones give you 7% chance to block and knockback resistance. So since this one's rare, it gives you a bit more stats. The 30% chance to reflect missiles at 50% chance, that's really big. And so is the knockback resistance. So you definitely want a shield. And now for the skills that you want to keep eviscerate if you ever find yourself in a corner or stuck by a mob, which you don't want to be, but this is pretty good to clear them out. Eviscerate, and then once you unlock Howl, I think it's level 7, you definitely want to use Howl. This one's important because it decreases movement speed, attack speed, cast speed, and all the damage that they take is significantly increased by 17%, as you guys can see, and it's only rank 2. So this one's a no-brainer. You definitely need it. A lot of people are going to say, oh, what about blood hunger? Well, the problem with that is it only procs when you critical strike. And since we're only beginning, you don't really need blood hunger. I would recommend you go with Shadow Burst. Shadow Burst is good because for while at the start of it, you only get heal percentage whenever you strike 2 targets, and once you invest more points into it, it increases by 1 target. So as you can see right now, I have Shadow Burst at 3 targets. Okay, so the other one that's really important and often underrated, I would say definitely Shred Armor. This is because you take a lot of armor from the enemy, and you also add armor to yourself. Physical armor is really good. Not sure about advancing forward, but I'm able to take big hits from bosses quite well, but that's still not ideal. You could always use Shadow Burst to move out the way. And let's see here. I tried Frost Breath, but that's because all damage taken is increased by 20%, and it mostly has 80% chance to immobilize the target for 4 seconds. So this one's pretty good for now. A lot of people would say, why not invest in Cold Steel Mastery? And again, you don't really want to focus on magic damage because you're not really gonna, for now, you're not really gonna be stacking up on it. And the 2% physical damage, well, I know it's gonna stack the more you invest in it, but to be honest, I wouldn't really do that. Okay, now for stats. You definitely want to get your vitality up. This is because it increases armor bonus, and since we're using a shield, we're gonna have that block chance. You can see it's already at 6.2% plus the 10% that you get from the other shield that I have equipped. That's 16, better than nothing, and you also get a little boost in your HP, and you also get a boost in elemental armor and physical armor. The one that I wouldn't really focus on, but it does have a drawback, is focus. Again, we're not really relying on magic damage for the Berserker. Um, we're just gonna spam mana potions. Okay, dexterity again. I know critical chance looks good, and so does dodge chance, but I say you wait it out until later down the game once you're comfortable with vitality and strength. Strength is a no-brainer one here. Try to invest in strength. Try not to rely on critical strike for now. So yeah. Oh, and any sockets that you could use, go ahead and use them. But make sure you're using them for the boss or for the environment that you're going to be in. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Okay, so once you're on open fields, before you try to complete any dungeons or any side quests that involve going into dungeons, I suggest you clear out the enemies that are on the outside. This is because you'll get better equipment, more health potions, more mana potions, and defeating enemies will give you experience. And hey, whoop-de-doo, you're gonna need that. um, yeah, so make sure you clear all the enemies before you enter any of the dungeons that are available in the map that you're on. Right now I'm on the Temple Steeps, whatever. And I already finished Plunder Cove. Already finished Bring Out Your Dead. And all of them. Right now I'm gonna go to the main one where General Growl is at. So I might show you guys some gameplay if I don't die. Okay, either way I'll post a clip if I die. Okay, thanks for watching. Okay, so since we're on the hardcore grind, it's gonna be a slow and tedious playthrough. Well, not just for me, but for you guys if you want to try it out. So one of the main ways I tend to get a little bit of extra gold is through fishing. Now, the thing that's while the pros about fishing is it's 100% safe because you're in a town or camp, but the cons is while it's fishing, it's pretty boring. That's it.
Your pet is badly wounded.